Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey and that is the all-new Nissan Kicks. It's actually kind of cool. This is the sneaker-inspired Nissan Kicks. I'm at the New York International Auto Show, and in this video, I'm going to take you on a quick tour. Stay tuned. It is springtime here in East Texas, and you know what that means? The pollinating is happening. Yes, my car has been sitting outside for over a week, and you can see it is no longer black. It is a nice shade of pollen, and yeah, not very clean. And then looking over here at this Kia EV6, this has just been out for one night, and we already have a nice coat of pollen all over the top of this one, which leads very nicely into this week's video sponsor. Thanks to our friends at carcover.com, we were able to get a custom perfect fit car cover for my 2013 Chevy Cruze. They know it's important to keep your car protected, and what they sent me was their Gold Shield 5L car cover, which beats all its competitors for many reasons. It resists all types of extreme weather conditions, such as snow, and is 100% waterproof and water resistant. This is the ultimate car care cover for storing your vehicle and protecting it while outside. The soft fleece lining is sure to protect your vehicle's paint and finish while it is underneath. And this car cover was so simple to install, I was able to do it myself for the very first time in under 15 minutes. It comes with a couple clips for the front and the back, and a lockable cable to secure it across the middle. So this car cover is not going anywhere, and it will help me keep all that pollen out here in the springtime in East Texas. Huge thanks to carcover.com for providing us with this Gold Shield 5L cover for my Chevy Cruze. You can get one for yourself. Simply follow the link down in the description below and enter promo code GTGarageTalk in the coupon field at checkout for a discount off your first order. Yes, gearheads, I am at the Nissan booth at the New York International Auto Show, where Nissan is showing off their new design direction, and I love it. But since I've got the hood propped open with the prop rod, let's talk about what powers this thing and how you get this thing moving. First of all, 2-liter 4-cylinder engine under the hood, making 141 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque, mated to their Xtronic continuously variable transmission. Not my favorite, but we'll reserve final judgment on that until we actually get to drive it. But a first for the Nissan Kicks is it is now available in all-wheel drive. So unlike Chevy with their Trax that went the other way and dropped all-wheel drive to make it more affordable, Nissan says, no, we are going to put all-wheel drive on this new Kicks to make it more fun, more suitable for more climates. Let me know your thoughts on that direction down in the comments. As we close the hood, yes, please, let's talk about the styling of this thing. It looks like unlike anything else in the Nissan lineup, and I really like it. It is a fun departure from form, and I am here for it. I am very excited about what the future of the Nissan brand is. If this is the direction we are going, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, but let's get into it just a little bit. Unlike many vehicles now in the crossover descriptive class, we do not get divorced headlights from running lights. Instead, we get these 4 bars for your running lights and LED headlights up above it, which is a very nice touch. They look very jeweled and look like something that could be in a Genesis product. Yes, a luxury brand. So those are some very cool headlights. And then you get this gloss black grille that runs all the way across the vehicle, though their standard V-motion grille can be seen hidden down in there. This is the SR trim, which I would imagine is a sporty trim for them on this Kicks. But in that Nissan logo, you can see a front-facing camera. So we are getting some luxuries in here. Not only do we get all-wheel drive, but we get at least a front-facing camera. I will look, yes, it does look like we have full 360 cameras with cameras on the mirrors. We get this cool diamond texture pattern that looks like a sneaker sole down on the bottom, because after all, this is a sneaker-inspired Nissan Kicks. As we come around to the side, the cool design just continues. We get this contrasting red roof. I love the red roof. So many automakers are going black or white. No, give me red. Chevy did that for a little while with their Trailblazer. Kia did it for a little while with the Soul. I am liking how bold this red is because typically those two vehicles had a darker red. This is bright and bold and contrasts very nicely against this rather muted gray color. So I am absolutely here for it all day long. As we come down to the wheels and tires, a very unique 3-spoke wheel design. I'm sure very aerodynamic, which will help with the fuel economy of this affordable vehicle, wrapped in some Bridgestone Alenza tires. Same brand and make that we saw on the much bigger, much more luxurious Infiniti QX80, which their luxury brand debuted just across the show. I'm trying to look for the actual measurements on this one. Oh, there we are. We are 225/45 R 19-inch rubber wrapped around these 19-inch wheels. Very cool look. And you can see that checkered pattern from the front does continue on the lower sill plates of the door. So again, kind of mimicking the sole of a shoe. My kicks, well, they are absolutely worn and need to be retired. This kicks, it's got some style to it and it will definitely make an impression as you show up to an event. I really like this. Nissan, in my opinion, has kind of overdone the whole floating roof and this little lifted design back here. I think the Nissan Murano is probably the worst offender of this design theme, but I think this kicks actually makes it look very good. That in combination with the way they designed the back of the vehicle, how it just kind of sticks out a little bit further from the back window, I think all of it absolutely works. As we come around here to the 3/4 view, I don't think there is a bad angle on this vehicle. And again, I am not typically a Nissan fanboy, but this affordable crossover has definitely got me very interested in what the brand is doing. As we come on to the full back view of it, you can see a nice size rearview mirror. We do get a wiper, which some vehicles in this class forego a wiper, and I really like that. That'll come in handy in inclement weather, of which you can travel because we get that all-wheel drive, or Xtronic if you read that as it's displayed back there. They really should put a bigger space between SR and all-wheel drive. Xtronic. But yes, we get the new Nissan badge there in the middle, and just like up front, we get these repeating bars of light, LED taillights back here that give it a nice wide presence and stance. And from back here, you can also see how we kind of have some muscle car hips that come back from the rear door back over these rear fenders and rear tires, very much recalling the curves that we see on the Nissan Z. Like I said, there isn't really a bad angle on this vehicle. It just works for me. And I like how it comes to this abrupt end, how we've got just a little bit of body right here and then it just kind of cuts off. It all just really works for me. I like it. It's a good design. As we come back to the hatch, does not look like we have a power hatch, but we can get into it very nicely. It opens up nice and wide. You can see we get decent amounts of storage here. Remember, this is a subcompact crossover set to go up against the Kia Souls and the Chevy Trailblazers and Traxxas of the world. So we get a class competitive rear cargo compartment. Underneath the false load floor, we get some fix-a-flat and a compressor, it looks like, and some storage around this foam. And this foam is going to help with road noise, which is typically a problem in vehicles of this class because we kind of see a decrease in additional materials used in vehicles to help keep the cost down. Otherwise, we do have a place for a rear shelf back here. No rear shelf on this one. We do have child seat top tethers all the way across with our 60/40 split bench rear seat. No power hatch on this one, so don't think that it's just because it's the show car, but it does open up nice and wide. And one thing I really like about manual hatches is you can close them so quickly and easily. So that is a very nice touch for me, and I can fit under it just fine at 5'10". As we come to the side of the vehicle, we can come and open the doors. You can see we do have a proximity key and can get into it with that button right there, lock and unlock. As we open the doors, more style on the inside. I really like it. They are doing a lot of really good things with this platform that I traditionally have not been a huge fan of. We've test driven them. They're okay, they're nice, but this one is definitely head turning, including some nice stitching up here on the door panels. This is real stitching, guys, so it really stands out and looks nice. Contrasting stitching there and down here. Nice padded armrest here, a little bit of storage, nice textured material here. I love that it's not gloss black. Nissan, you're doing it right. We get a cup holder, a little bit of storage here. We get a fully manual driver's seat, which is okay. Again, remember, this is in the subcompact class, so we are trying to keep it affordable, and we did add some costly items like all-wheel drive and like those 360 cameras. So you had to make some sacrifices somewhere. And then we've got these seats right here with this leatherette and cloth dual tone or dual material look, and I like the accents. Like, they're doing so much right with this. Just like all kicks, we get a kick of a Bose sound here in the headrest. You can see that there on the other side as well. But let's go ahead and pop in and see exactly what it's like inside this Kicks. I'm going to move it back to where I'm comfortable, which is very easy because, again, manual seat. Let's see, is it tilt telescoping? It is, and it is a very much a Nissan Z inspired steering wheel, ripped straight out of the Nissan Z, which is a good thing. We've got their fully digital gauge cluster, fully digital infotainment screen. So just like other Nissan products, you know what you're getting here. Nissan traditionally has not been my favorite when it comes to the overall design here. I think they're lagging a little bit behind and could use, maybe reach out to Google to help them design it a little bit more. They are reaching out to Google with their infotainments here lately, so that is a nice touch. I've not experienced any of them, but the Nissan Rogue was the first one to get Google built in. It does look like that's what we've got here because this does look like a slightly different head unit. We get a volume knob here, hazard, camera, and forward and back track button right there, as well as your power. Interesting collection of buttons here. These two are a little odd placed, but it allows more room for this interesting textured material. It's not carbon fiber. It's like a vinyl seating material, but it's really nice. And then we get this material here on the dash. It's soft injection molded plastic, but more of that stitching that goes all the way across. I praised Nissan for no gloss black here, but we get a little up here. Not that you're going to be touching it, but it could get very dirty. That also echoes over there on the side and continues across the middle here. So a little bit of gloss black plastic, just a little bit. And then down here, we've got capacitive touch, which isn't my favorite, for your climate controls. We do have heated front seats on this one, so that is a nice luxurious touch. We've got a place for your phone, 2 USB ports right here for charging or connectivity, electric parking brake. Your engine start button is kind of far up here, but you only touch it once every time you start the vehicle, and I guess another time to end it. Auto hold, your different drive modes right here, a mechanical gear lever for that Xtronic CVT, a couple of cup holders that are rather recessed down here, and a tiny little center console with a cigarette lighter style power outlet there inside. And then we get in here, decent sized glove box. It is damped, but it is not lined with felt, so we get a little bit of storage. Man, I am liking these seats. Just the contrast. You get this pop of contrast here. Orange with the red. I don't know. Does it clash? Let me know. Sneakerheads, chime in. But we'll go ahead now and pop out of the front and move to the back seat. Again, no slouching on material choices back here. We get the same dual material choices in the back seats that we did in the front. Interesting design here with the 60/40 split bench. This is like fixed in place, but to fold that seat, you pull that latch right there, and you can see the seat folds down fairly flat, but this padded part stays behind. Just interesting, thought you should know. As we look at the backs of the front seats, there is a big cutout for my knees. We'll give that a test here in just a second. No shades built in, but that's to be expected. Nice textured material here. It does look like we have express up down back here in the back, and a nice padded armrest as well. Sitting behind myself, I am sitting up just a little bit higher than I was in the front seat, which is not a bad thing. Plenty of room behind myself at 5'10", no complaints there. 2 USB ports back here, but no air vents or anything else. We do get these 2 cup holders down here. We get some handles in the ceiling, and we get this nice panoramic glass roof, which is kind of a problem for me. There's a cutout right here in front of my head. So sitting normally, my hat is hitting the front of it. But if I sit back or kind of slouch just a little, I can ride back here just fine. Do these seats recline? No. So you are stuck in this position, but it's not a bad seating position. This is a solid entry into what is becoming a very competitive segment. So I think Nissan is very smart. They are in a brand that is truly in need of a truly new car, and this is it. It is a ground up redesign, and I'm here for it all day long. Again, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Sneakerheads, chime in. Is this a sneaker inspired shoe? Is it interesting to you? Everyone else, is this something you would think you would buy? We don't know pricing yet. We don't know a lot about it, but we do expect a little price bump over the current kicks. With all that in mind, is this something that interests you? Is the addition of all-wheel drive something that you were desperately needing in the Nissan kicks? Sound off down below. If you want to see more from us here at the New York International Auto Show, absolutely hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you are notified every time a new video drops. Find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, everything at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for me, in the very comfortable backseat of the new Nissan kicks, until next time, gearheads, bye.